Terminator 2 Judgment Day is property of Carolco Pictures. This is a fan-made movie review. Please support the official release. Hey everybody, D2 here. Today for I don't want to number them anymore. It's confusing. Well, today for Action Movie-thon, or Action Movie Marathon, I renamed it. We're gonna review the sequel to our last movie. There you go. Terminator 2. Yeah, I know the lighting is really bad. There we go. Terminator 2 Extreme DVD. It's fucking badass. No, I just made things worse. Hold on for a second. I'm just reading this quickly. Sorry, I saw HD on that thing, and really not much left to say about the packaging. Yeah, so let's get around to the review. Okay, so the Terminator. Now, once again, I'm just going to do a synopsis of the plot, but see, the plot is not confusing, it's the timeline. Now, apparently this film takes place about 9 or 10 years after the original, and John Connor is now supposedly 9 or 10 years old, depending on whatever age. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm looking at this kid, and he looks more like an 18-year-old, anywhere between a 15-year-old to a 17-year-old. He does not look like he is 10. So all I'm gonna say is they might have got the age a little mixed up. So I think it's more like 1995 instead of 1991. That would just make more sense to me. But anyway, the film starts out with the war once again. Sarah Connor, played by Linda Hamilton, reprising her role from the first one, talking about the war and all that, what has to happen and such. And we have an awesome title with fire and explosions, just everything a good movie's opening needs, just nothing but explosions and fire with Arnold Schwarzenegger's name and the Terminator 2 Judgment Day written in steel while it's being set on fire. It's just epic. And then we cut to present day, or present day then. And, the Terminator shows up. And, if people saw the original, they're expecting him to be a cold-blooded mass murderer. And he goes into a bar, naked, of course. And this one lady is like, everyone's just staring at him, and this one lady's like, waitress or whatever, she's like, walk past, like, oh. It's just funny, her reaction, but then he comes up to this biker and he's like, I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. And the guy says, like, screw you. You forgot to say please. And he burns his cigarette. He puts his cigar on Arnold Schwarzenegger and he just kind of like looks at it like, really? And the guy's like, what the fuck? And Arnold Schwarzenegger proceeds to beat the living shit out of everybody and throws the biker on a thing they use to fry Krabby Patties or whatever, or burgers or whatever you want to call them. And the guy's like, oh! And he's like putting his hands on it for some reason. What a retard. It's funny, and he's like, he comes in, he's like, he pulls out his gun, he's like, he's not even aiming, he's just like pointing it upward, and he takes it and just disarms it. And he's like, with the keys, take it! Then we have one of the most badass characters ever, Arnold Schwarzenegger in a biker uniform with Bad to the Bone playing. Then another guy comes up, he's like, I can't let you take the man's wheel, son. Now get off before I put you down. And Arnold Schwarzenegger just walks up to him, rips the gun out of his hand, the guy just flinches. Then he gets closer, thinks he's gonna shoot him, takes his sunglasses. And thus, people are confused as to why he just didn't blow everyone away. Then we have another Terminator who shows up, the T-1000, advanced prototype, Maleitic polyalloy. How the hell did I remember that? I don't even know. And this guy kills a police officer. And at that point, we pretty much are getting the impression that this guy's the bad guy. But that is not confirmed until later on when this one is chasing John. And there's a big part where they're both coming together and John's stuck in the middle. And Arnold Schwarzenegger's just like, get down, shoots him. And he's got a big bullet hole in him the size of like a teacup. which just heals back together because it's a liquid metal. And then we have the film continuing. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention Sarah Connor's in a mental institution because she tried to blow up a computer factory, but, and I quote, she got shot and arrested. And, you know, John wants to go save her, they bust her out, and at the same time fighting off a Terminator. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger just pushes everyone out of the way, you know. It's pretty badass. Oh yeah, and Arnold Schwarzenegger has to do anything that John Connor tells him to do, like standing on one foot. It's pretty cool. And, you know, if you haven't seen this film, totally get it. I highly recommend it. I gotta give this one 5 out of 5 stars, just like the first. I mean, there are a few sequels that surpass their original, but James Cameron has managed to pull off 2 sequels that... Well, he's pulled off one sequel that far surpasses the original, and he's pulled off a sequel that equals the original. And, this is the one that equals the original, and we'll be reviewing the one that surpasses the original. So, you know, 5 out of 5 stars. Rate, comment, share, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, and, subscribe. But I'm not going to say have a wonderful, you know, I'm not going to say it, I'm just going to let this tell you all what I have to say.
Hasta la vista, baby.